Okay guys, again I haven't wrapped the video up and I've just realised now, so I'm going to wrap it up here I think. So let's jump into the weight. So the weekly weigh-ins will be on the screen here, but as you can see the lows, or the low of the week is 81.4 kilos and the average is 81.8. so despite having a diet break, I've not let my weight climb so far back up that it's a mass amount of fat gain. It's probably just increased carbohydrate stores and increased water because of that. So on that note, let's move on to my macros, which are around 160 grams of protein, 380 grams of carbs and 110 grams of fats. I'll put the actual number on the screen here, but again, this is still a good amount of protein, obviously not specifically 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, but very close to it. A good amount of carbs to refill my glycogen stores, or basically my carbohydrate stores within the body, and a decent amount of fats to re-optimize my hormones and just make day-to-day activities easier because I'm getting the energy from the fats and the carbs. On that note, my calories for the week have been around 3,150. I'll put the actual number on the screen here, but again, this was just around enough to bump it back up. I might have overshot a little bit, but not too much, so I'm quite happy with this. So moving on from there, so like I said, I've had a diet break. It started on the Wednesday, and on that Wednesday it was a little bit out there in terms of I did sort of overshoot because I went out with some friends to celebrate the end of exams, so we had a couple beverages, or some alcohol was involved, and obviously we went out for a meal as well. And because I didn't really want to track that because I wanted to make memories during this diet break, because when I go back to cutting it makes it a little bit harder to do those social events, especially when it's later down the line. But yeah, so I'm not upset about it. There's something I needed to do because whilst, again, like I said previously, whilst you have these fitness goals, you also need to make sure you're still building a whole picture of a lifestyle. And then on the note of the diet break, I'm going to be doing it up until Sunday. So I did it from Wednesday of week 4 and it's going to be till the Sunday of week 5. And then after that, I'll go back into my deficit phase, or deficit for 2 weeks, and then have a diet break on the 3rd week and repeat like that until the end of the cut. So it'll be 2 weeks of dieting, 1 week of diet break, 2 weeks of dieting, 1 week of a diet break. And moving on from there, I'm actually starting to recover from most of the injuries I've had, like the little niggles and stuff. Obviously I've still got 1 or 2 hanging around, and they'll probably still be around till I go back to bulking, where generally things recover a lot better than when you're in a calorie deficit. But it's nothing I can't deal with. And finally, like I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to split this up. I might go week 4 and stop it, and then go week 5, or I might do week 4 and half of week 5, because it'll be taking in my max testing. If I go week 4, it'll be half of that on the week 4 video, half of that on the week 5. Whereas if I do week 4 and week 5 and half of week 5, it'll be like one long video, and then I'll do a smaller one for the other half of week 5. But anyways, that's an editing problem for me to think about. So either way, if you've liked this video, can I get you to leave me a like by hitting that thumbs up button, sharing this with your friends and family if you think it gives them some information they can use, or it'll be entertaining to watch. Subscribe if you're not already, so you never miss another video, as long as you ring that notification bell. And most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.
Oh, you came and tucked your way into my heart. Oh, you look at me in ways I never loved. With you I know that this is all, so I don't need to take it slow.
I'm going to say hello. Obviously I don't know 100% how I've set up the last video. This might still be part of it, but welcome to the video if I haven't said it already. And let's talk about my max testing. So this max testing's been a bit messy, if I'm brutally honest. I tried to do it on a Wednesday after having 2 days of lectures, 9 to 6, with very little break, and that went great, really great. No, it didn't, it went horrendous. So I left and tried again the next day. Obviously I didn't feel that bad, I felt quite well recovered, and so I did that. Obviously nothing really moved, and my weight was only 0.1 of a kilo lighter, so again, a bit upset. And as you'll see, I've sort of failed my 105 for 3. I failed it on the mid portion of the bench press, which really annoyed me, because it's like, if only I could have locked it out, I would have finally hit 105, which is my goal. And then I tried it again, failed, and then tried 102, couldn't hit it. So then my max was around 100, but it is what it is. In terms of everything else, nothing really has changed. It's sort of just maintained, which is what I expected, especially going into a calorie deficit. Generally, I find it harder to gain strength. However, I usually aim to at least retain as much as possible for as long as possible. So again, I want to keep aiming to increase strength. I should be able to. I think it's just changing up my mindset, and it's just something I need to do. So that's how I'm feeling the day after my max testing about it. I'll probably give you a proper breakdown near the end of the week, so then I can give you a full overview. This is just what's on my mind currently and how I'm feeling today. Don't feel that bad, to be fair. Like, obviously a bit sore. I felt worn out last night and yesterday, but that's part of it. But I'm just a little bit sore in certain places, but it's nothing more than what I'm used to. To be fair, I feel a little bit better than usual after max testing, so I can't complain. And yeah, just wanted to fill you in on that. My diet break will probably end on the weekend. If not, I might start going back into a diet tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I'll decide as and when, and obviously I'll let you know as I do it, because we are like one big community or family. So that's it for now. I'll speak to you a little bit later. And guys, if you're enjoying the video, smash that like button, and I'll speak to you a little bit later.
All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? All the choices you made, did you make them again, 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 again? All the lies that you told, did you believe in them? Again, again, again,
choices you made, did you make?
Okay guys, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up here, but before I do, let's get into my weigh-ins and my breakdown of the week. So this week's average weigh-in was 81.6 kilos. So again, I'm quite happy with this. It's 0.2 of a kilo drop since the week before. And I'm quite happy with this, considering I was only in a deficit for a few days because I was still in my diet break most of this week. So moving on from there, my low weigh-in of the week has been 81.1 kilos. And again, I'm quite happy with this, with the circumstances considered. So moving on from there, my calories have been around 2,680 calories. I put the actual number on the screen here, but this is quite good because it's in between my calorie deficit amount and my maintenance amount of calories, and considering I was in a diet break for half a week or just over and then back into a deficit again, I'm quite happy with this. So moving on from there, like I said, I was in my my diet break up until almost this week. I decided to go back into my calorie deficit on Sunday. Obviously I said I was going to probably do it after Sunday, but I felt on Sunday I had no more cravings and did not really see the need to continue my diet break that extra day, so I decided to go back into a calorie deficit. And moving on from there, so I finally accepted my maxes from my max testing. I'm a little bit ashamed because nothing went up, but not everything's going to improve every time, and it's just something I have to get my head around a little bit. So yeah, and then obviously I'm not going to do a big breakdown or an in-depth one because everything stayed the same as the previous max testing, so I don't really see the need for me to break it down again. So instead I'm going to link the video to breaking down my maxes last time either down below or above me somewhere. So if you want to watch an in-depth breakdown, just click that link and go and watch that. And moving on from there, obviously I'm going to address the clear change in the fact that I cut my hair. So I decided to cut my hair because it was very long and it was getting annoying and it didn't look good and I couldn't really do much with it. So then before I did, I let someone try and braid it or cornrow it, whatever you want to say, and it just didn't look good, so I just decided to cut it off and cut it short and just get rid of that annoyance. And finally, I won't be doing another max testing for another 12 to 13 weeks because of a new plan, so we'll have to wait to see that one. Hopefully I won't be in a deficit whilst doing that one, but we'll see. Anyways guys, if you've enjoyed this video, can I get you to leave me a like by hitting that thumbs up button, sharing this with your friends and family if you think it'll either be entertaining to watch or informative, so it gives them some information they can use. Subscribe if you're not already so you never miss another video, as long as you ring that notification bell. And most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.